The theme of the roundtable, building a common human rights agenda for sustainable marine and ecological development in Africa, seems quite apt given the raw deal of climate change necessitated by global warming. Recall this is coming on the heels of global conventions, protocols, and legal regimes regulating marine and ecology. Ebobra, who is also director, Institute for Niger Delta Studies, Niger Delta University, located in Wilberforce Island in Bayelsa State, says African leaders must ensure the enforcement of all legal frameworks, muscle the political will, and create the needed awareness to mitigate the challenges confronting the continent's all-important marine and ecology sector.
As it stands now, there are at least 2 or 3 instruments that exist. I think we need to update some of those instruments. The African Convention on the Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources, if I remember correctly, was last updated in 2003. I think the African Union needs to revisit that instrument, bring it up to date with current realities, and then put in place an enforcement or perhaps implementation mechanism that would then ensure that those ideals that we have in that convention are brought to bear.
An environmental justice activist and executive director, Youth and Environmental Rights Center, commended the Nigerian government for the establishment of the Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy. He is, however, taken aback on how funds from foreign donors for the environment are expended.
The solution to the problem we have in our maritime and ecological environment is in our laws. So our government should shun, corruption. They should shun acts of laissez-faire, not being serious about some of these issues, and take the issue of the maritime environment very seriously, so that we can also strengthen, security of lives and properties in Nigeria, because the strength of a nation is supposed to be in the waterways.
The president, Ecology and Marine in Africa, Ambassador Musa Seidu, was full of gratitude for all attendees. He also spoke strongly against the diversion of foreign donors' funds for the ecology and marine subsector in Africa.
To prioritize, the issue of climate change, environmental challenges, poverty, and and fight corruption at the same time. Because all this, emanated from, the level of corruption that we are having. That is why the funds channel from international donors, even to fight this ecology, are not seen. They are being embezzled. So I'm calling on the federal government, to probe all the fundings, all the monies that are misappropriated by these governors, that concern the ecology, in Africa.
The organizers of the one-day roundtable on ecology and marine are confident that the outcome will galvanize energy for a bigger summit in the second quarter of this year. From Port Harcourt, the Rivers State capital, Andy Omano, Arise News.